Hi, this is Carly Pisani, and I'm going to give you a quick overview of the virtual classroom that I built on CourseSites.com for a college preparatory Algebra 1 class. This is a class that I teach to ninth graders in high school. So this is the home page. You can see we have the header here, and there's room for announcements, things that need attention, and different alerts for the students. On the left side here, on the sidebar, I have a link to this homepage, and then this link will take you to my information. So there you can see a picture of me, my name, email, phone number, office hours, and a link to another website that I use with my classes to store other instructional resources. Start here is where the students will begin. There's a little introduction. It says welcome, and it gives them some instructions about what they need to do to familiarize themselves with the course. There are links here for the discussion board so that the students can introduce themselves to the other peers that are in this class. And there's also a link to the syllabus. The course information tab has another link to the syllabus and a little overview of what this particular unit is going to contain. There are some expectations for the students, and there is expectations for the discussion board specifically. So by when the students have to post their first thread and when they need to reply, how many times, and specifically, not to just write I agree or nice post, but to be more elaborate. The assignment section is broken down into 2 weeks. So there are 2 learning modules here. The first week, the students study systems of linear equations, and they're going to study 2 different ways to solve a system of equations. In the second week, they're going to learn about linear inequalities, and they will learn to graph just a simple 2-variable inequality and then a system of inequalities. So I'll take you through week 1 first. In week 1, I give an overview of this week's expectations, what the students will be studying, the standards that will be met. And then I broke it up into directions. So these are the activities that the students should complete. They're just guidelines or tasks that they can use to learn the information. And then the assignments are the things that are actually going to be viewed by me for formative or summative assessment. I have the students completing a pre-assessment to give me a benchmark of where they're beginning with their knowledge on this concept. They are going to begin working on a group project, so they have to choose their group members and then complete a self-assessment where they set goals for themselves and their group. I'm using Khan Academy for the students to practice what they've learned in this particular week. And then once they've practiced, they've watched their Khan Academy screencast, and then they've practiced, they are going to create their own screencast in which they demonstrate how they solve a particular system of equations, and that will be a graded assignment. The students are going to continue to work on their group project throughout the week and participate in a discussion board. And then here's a list of exactly what I expect from them to be graded for this week and how many points everything is worth. So for the week, I broke it down into, there's a folder here with instructional resources. So I have different things the students can utilize to learn this material. These are screencasts that I made myself using Explain Everything, and this is a memorize.com quiz that I created. The practice modules are links to Khan Academy where the students can practice solving systems of equations, and they can get more information if they need to see more videos to instruct them on this process, and a reference here. And then the group project actually takes the students to a Google document, and this is a project that I designed in my EDT 6005 class. So this is the collaborative unit, and the students are going to work through this as a team, and they are going to compare 2 wireless data plans and choose which one is the most cost effective for their needs. In the assignments folder, these are the items that need to be submitted for a grade. So the students need to complete the pre-assessment, the self-assessment, and then they have to create their own screencast. And then finally here, there's a link to the discussion board for this week. So that's all of week 1, and then I'll take and show you week 2. So if we go back to the assignments folder, here's week 2. And in week 2, it's the same exact format, so the students will become familiar with how to read these learning modules. So an overview of the week, the standards they'll meet, the activities to complete, assignments, what's due this week, and then the same 3 folders. So the instructional resources, the practice modules, and the assignments. The group project link is here again. The instructional resources are different this time. This time there are links to solving or graphing linear inequalities and systems of inequalities. The practice modules take you to Khan Academy, where the students can practice working on these particular materials, graphing a linear inequality and graphing a system, and references are listed. The group project will take you to the same link as before, and in the assignments page you'll see the students are going to present their group project by making a screencast. So this is where they're going to submit the link to the YouTube video. There's a link here for the second week of the discussion board, and then the post-assessment that the students will complete to show their progress in this particular unit. There's a link on this left here for the discussion boards. So the students have a general meeting space where they can ask each other questions. There's a thread where they're going to introduce themselves to each other at the beginning of the course. In week 1, they're arguing which method they prefer out of the 2 methods that they learned. And in week 2, they're discussing the outcome of their group project. And then again, here on the sidebar, there's links to the library to view student grades, tools in Blackboard, and Blackboard help. And so that's my virtual classroom. I hope you liked it. Thanks for watching.